Sorry. Having a weird dream. I was being chased by chickens. Chickens being ridden by goblins. All of whom were waving a bunch of axes. I think they wanted to talk to me about Jesus. Oh. You're unconscious. Probably for the best. Oh, dimensional energy. Bad idea to touch that. Possibly should have checked that before. Oh well, never mind. Oi! Oi!
Sontarans perverting the course of history. Oh, hello.
Hi. Snap.
Snap. Me, I take it.
I guess so. Hello. How's it going?
Well, it could be going a good deal better, I can tell you that much. Where's Julia?
What? Your friend? I don't know. This isn't where we were, is it?
It is not. Hang on a moment.
Is that a good or is it a bad
You touched Julia.
Yeah, I shook her hand.
There was an explosion of some sort of energy.
Yeah, I was there.
Are you capable of saying anything else except yeah?
Yeah.
Is now really the time for levity?
I mean... yeah.
How'd you figure that? My companion is missing, and we're nowhere near where we were. This feels like the exact time to panic.
Not really. It's just your standard quantum signature mix-up, innit? Can we work with that?
Why am I surprised that you know that terminology?
Hey, just because I'm a bit, scatterbrained, doesn't mean I'm actually thick. I'm still the doctor, just, absent-minded.
Quite. Well, sorry, I didn't mean to come across as condescending.
Condescending's fine. People underestimate me all the time. I'm used to it. It's... Now, hang on a second.
What?
Give me a moment. Huh. That's interesting.
What is?
Quantum signature, right? So, if we're both off, your friend is off, and if your friend is off, we can scan her specifically.
Oh. Well, that's a good point, actually. There's a blip about half a mile that way.
So, what are we waiting for? Come on.
Oh, of course. A taxi?
I'm not running half a mile. All right?
All right. Where to?
Half a mile that away.
Bit vague, but sure. You two heading anywhere nice in this direction?
Oh, no, we're meeting someone. Our, a sat-nav says she's this way.
Oh, alright. Got one of them share your location apps, have you?
Yeah, something like that.
She's not moved. She's standing at a point. Sorry, just down that street, that way.
No can do.
What?
That's a one-way street, mate. I'll have to take the next turn and circle around.
Oh.
Do you drive much?
If I can't get the TARDIS, I prefer trains.
Huh, fair.
Here you are. That'll be $5.50.
Here, keep the change.
This is a £50 note, mate.
Are you complaining?
No, sir, I'm not. Have a lovely day, the pair of you.
Right. This way. Only a few metres. Oh.
Oh?
Oh. Scan for yourself.
Oh.
You see what I mean? She's blipped off the face of the world.
Blipped has unpleasant connotations.
Does a bit, yeah.
Her signal stopped. Here.
Right next to... Huh. That's a funny phone box.
We're not ones to talk about funny phone boxes.
But why is it painted magenta?
Probably a promotion for something.
Oh. You got a face on. What you seeing?
I have a face on.
Bit of a face.
Well, I wasn't aware I was pulling a face. People don't usually associate me with pulling faces.
Yeah, well, it's a face. You're pulling it. So, what's with this face?
Look at this reading.
Am I being dense or are you using a funny readout system?
It says exactly what you think it says.
The universe ends approximately 1 foot away from your current position.
Yes.
Someone better tell those shoppers over there. They'll be, well, disappointed.
There's more to this.
Yeah? Or maybe your Sonic's on the blink? Watch. I'll just step over.
Doctor! Oh, she's disappeared. But that... If that's what's happened to Julia, either this is something that's destroying them, or... hopefully...
Oh, hello.
What?
You know, hello? It's a greeting. Barno weep, Garno weep, nilly bong.
Oh. Oh, it's she. The, other doctor.
The, other doctor doesn't have much of a ring to it, just the doctor. But, I mean, I guess it's better than, hey, you! So I'll take that. And you're Julia, right?
Right, Julia Breslin. Where are we? What happened?
The what is really easy. We got thrown into a parallel universe. Probably another parallel universe. The why, though? I shook your hand.
Yeah. Could that have done it?
Not normally. You'll have to forgive me. This head's a bit of a scatterbrain. But if I recall dimensional theory right, any contact between two people from parallel timelines does a small amount of damage.
Small. What we saw wasn't small.
No, but it could have been a straw that broke in a camel's back. If the damage was already so bad that it ended up in the same timeline, or the same timelines ended up smashed together, allowing us to meet, then anything, even the tiniest nudge, might have set them off.
And us shaking hands was that nudge.
Yeah. So, we should probably find your friend. If he stepped through after us, he should be near.
Is everything alright?
Think this dimension hopping isn't helping my Sonic. Might need an update. Still, think it's saying that he's about half a mile that way. Same direction as you were before.
Well, what are we waiting for then?
Oh, one of the headstrong types. Love it.
Julia. Julia? Julia, are you here?
Hello there, friend.
Oh. Hello. Who are you?
Is that really the most important question?
Well, I'm not currently ranking questions in order of most to least important. It is, however, the first question that comes to mind. Well, and the second one is, where am I? However, given my recent experiences, I'm conscious that you may not know any more than I do.
Or I may know a great deal more than you do.
That is also true. So which is it?
In actual fact, I have no memory of this place, which is not the same as saying I don't know this place, because I have the nagging sensation I've been here before, but I truly do have no memory of that previous occasion or occasions.
You have amnesia.
I suppose I must. Do you have a name, sir?
I'm called the Doctor.
Not exactly the answer to my question, but I shall take it. So, Doctor, look around. All looks so normal, doesn't it?
Normal for Earth. However, I'm a tad surprised no one noticed me pass out.
Humans are fairly oblivious.
Suggesting you're not.
You knew that from the off. Recognize the street?
Yes, I do actually. It's the same street where Julia was supposed to be. But she
Blipped, as your other self would have put it.
So you know about her, do you?
I watched you both before, two of the same Time Lord. Always a treat. I followed you when you went through. Brave of you, considering that you did not know what would happen.
And how do you know that I didn't know?
Because I didn't, and I may be having memory issues at present, but I know a great deal about dimensional transference.
Dimensional transference, that's what this is. Of course, well, it makes sense. When Julia and the other me made contact. You seem awfully familiar with Time Lords and dimensional transference.
I do I? Funny that. I wonder if that means I used to know more.
You still haven't given me your name.
Given you my name, strange turn of phrase, wouldn't you agree? Perhaps I don't want to give you anything. Yet, after all, I am a lady, and you might not prove to be such a gentleman. There are some things a lady must wish to keep to herself, her name included.
Those are terribly archaic turns of phrase, especially for a Time Lord.
Well, I'm old-fashioned.
I know you, don't I? I feel as though we have met somewhere.
Know me? Oh, I'd say so. I feel like we used to know each other quite well. I'm only sorry that I don't recall most of it. As I said, my memory isn't what it was. I shed so much of it a long time ago now.
But you are a Time Lord, aren't you?
You could just ask.
I could, but to misquote you, I'm a gentleman, and you might well prove to be no lady.
Now, who's using archaic turns of phrase? But regardless, yes, I am a time lady. I recall enough to recall that.
I see. I know how I got here. How did you get here?
I was searching for someone, I think. A very old friend. Could it possibly have been you, Doctor?
If it was me you were searching for, I'm worried about who that makes you, Rossette.
Oh, but I was looking for a friend, not a foe.
The line between the two is blurrier than you'd think.
Taxi!
Are you coming or what?
I'm coming! I'm coming!
Where to?
There's a street about half a mile that way. Has a funny post box thingy on it. You know the one?
I know the one. Meeting someone?
Hopefully.
Fair.
Be about $5.50 getting us there.
Tell you what, we'll go at 5. Traffic's fair light today.
Oh, does a bit. What's that about?
Didn't you hear? Loads of people moved to the country after that Atmos mess.
Atmos mess.
Oh, I remember that. Must have happened a different way in this universe, though. 'Cause it was meant to have been 15 years ago.
Is it important?
Every difference is important. Could mean the difference between life and death.
Great.
Whatever you were searching for, I doubt you intended to end up here.
No. There's residual damage.
Residual damage?
The multiverse has been a very turbulent place over the course of the last few relative years. There are gaps, cracks, splinters, shards.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you'll recall soon enough, I'm sure. Maybe it's in your future. 4th dimensional fallout. 5th dimensional fallout, given the multiversal element.
I see.
I see. How very pretentious of you, sir.
Well, I've been called worse things. So now what?
Well, I would hazard a guess that the answer to what our next move should be is to go through?
To go through?
Observe.
The portal is still here?
It never left, and the answer is through.
Again?
What? You're afraid?
Well, if it doesn't just lead back to where we were before.
Somehow, I doubt it does. This is like the rabbit hole, dear Alice. It just leads deeper.
If that's so, then there's no way of knowing what will happen. You're describing a kind of recursive portal effect.
I am, aren't I?
No! Gone. Either back to the original location or to a 4th universe? Oh, something's not right here.
Doctor!
Julia, oh, thank goodness you're all right.
Sup, Doc?
Oh, a great deal is sup. I have a sneaking suspicion that we might be in worse trouble than we thought.
What do you mean? What's happening?
This portal. This portal isn't taking us back to any of our universes. This is now the 3rd universe we've been in. And I think the portal is going to take us to a 4th, rather than back to any of the previous 2.
Any idea what's causing it?
I met someone.
Someone? Who?
She called herself Rossette, claimed that there had been a multiversal damage of some sort.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Haven't we just been through a big multiverse thingy?
One that we remember, potentially others that we don't. Time's always strange when the multiverse is a factor.
Or when there's multiples of us.
Or both.
Both is good.
Both doesn't really sound good right now.
Yeah, no, it probably isn't. I just sort of said it without thinking. Common issue for me.
Yes, I'm beginning to get that impression too.
You know what else is a common issue with me, though? Leaping before I look.
Doctor! Do we go after her?
I fear that's all we can do.
How are we going to get out of all this?
I don't know. The TARDIS will be back at our home universe, but at the same time, our home universe might not be through any of these portals.
So we might never get home.
Well, never say never, Miss Breslin. While there's life, there's hope. Come on.
Oh, come on! Why Wakey, wakey. Ha ba 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 ba.
Ugh, did you just speak Hababan at me?
Yeah. Worked though, didn't it?
Are you alright, Doctor?
I'm fine. A little banged up. Did I hit my head?
We landed in a dumpster.
Oh, well, that explains it. Right.
Already scanned. We still aren't home.
Quiet. The quantum signature is still wrong.
So what? We're just gonna keep going through these bloody portals until we hit the right universe.
That probably isn't the greatest idea. Unless we have a very good reason.
What was that?
Probably a very good reason. Come on!
Forgive me for sounding like Han Solo, but I have a bad feeling about this.
Han who? Hey! Doctor, wait!
Oi! Taxi!
Alright, where are we?
Street with the funny phone box, half a mile.
What the hell?
That was a dragon.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Bugger! Forget what I said. Chase the dragon!
Are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
Either chase a dragon or get the hell out of the taxi so we can.
Bollocks. Fine, but you better be paying well.
Here, two £50 notes. Are you happy?
That'll do it. Right, chase the dragon. Sure.
Okay, so what? Do we do something about the dragon or do we just go?
This isn't our universe, and by rights we shouldn't be interfering. This universe's doctor might show up to deal with this.
Assuming this universe has a doctor.
I suspect that would be a safe bet, Miss Breslin. Regardless, it is now place to stop that thing.
It doesn't seem right anyhow.
Okay, but how exactly would we stop a dragon?
I don't know. A very big water cannon?
Yeah, it might be a nice dragon.
No, it's definitely a fire-breathing dragon.
Right, that's it. I'm calling unit.
Already texting? Hey dolls, please sort out the fire-breathing lizard that may or may not be a dragon. Okay, thanks, bye. Love the doctor.
I can't imagine how they're going to respond to.
And that's a reply. Hey doctor, sorting it. Don't worry. Lots of love. Iris W.
Iris Wild Time indeed.
Eh?
Very odd friend. We'd better go before she propositions one or both of us.
Again.
Again.
So we just jump in?
Yes, like so.
Okay. So, together?
As long as we don't hold hands. Don't want to break the universe even more than we have already. On three?
Sure.
Cool. 3. Yeet!
Hey, wait!
Hello? Hello?
Ouch. Ah, it's you again.
Hello again. Have you had a fun trip?
Well, that's not the word I'd choose, but I see you stayed ahead of me.
I get the feeling that isn't difficult. This place, however, this place has all the makings of Earth in the 21st century, except that the sky is wrong.
Wrong?
It would perhaps be illustrative for you if you would walk out of the alley and look up at the sun.
Why?
See?
Oh. The black sun.
Hello? Hello? Doctor? Are you out there?
Hello?
Oh, hello again. We made it then.
Seems like it.
Well, that's something then. Do you know where we are now?
Well, it looks very much like a street, but that's not exactly super helpful, is it? Well, that's not much better.
Why? What's the Sonic saying?
Updates installing 1 of 8,702. Which is also not exactly super helpful.
Not really, no. You're right. It does look like a street. But should it be this dark?
At night? Yeah.
This isn't night. This is like wrong light.
Wrong light. Wrong light. Yeah, I like that. Well, I like the turn of phrase. I don't like the whole wrong light thing. But yeah, that's a accurate description of this stuff.
But what does it mean though? Where have we ended up and why?
What does it mean? No idea. Where we ended up? Also, no idea. Well, now all we need to do is see if the other me is around here somewhere.
I hope so. What?
The sun.
The sun? That's... That's not a sun.
No, it really ain't. I've seen it before.
Then what is it?
A very long time ago, there was a war that never happened. But after it happened and before it unhappened, there was a place that felt the echoes of it greatly.
This dimension.
Precisely. My memory of that time is fragmentary at best. Time was being splintered, undone and redone. And, if I'm being honest, I kept getting hit in the head and forgetting things. But that thing in the sky, it's a primal force of creation, greater than the Eternals, greater than the 10 lesser horrors. It's a monstrosity that once watched the Time Lords from their dreams.
How terribly rude of it.
Indeed. Alright, the first priority must be to leave here.
Why not to find out how we came here?
Because this place is too dangerous to stay in. We have to leave before the things that live here find us.
Ooh, the things that live here, very scary. And what about our scary friend in the sky? What was it you called it? The Black Sun?
That is a harder question. The best we can hope is that we don't have to deal with it.
And the worst?
That we have to deal with it.
So, this place is another dimension. Like, not just a parallel universe, but something else.
Ish.
Define ish.
You know, like, ish. Like, what you said is sort of accurate, but there's bits missing, but it'll do.
Fine. So what bits are missing?
Loads.
Okay, I'm gonna need a bit more than that.
Fine. Right. There was a war. A war that never happened, and then it happened, and then it didn't happen. This dimension became home to the remnants of the war.
Remnants.
See that building there? The Houses of Parliament?
Uh-huh.
Look there.
That's... the Eiffel Tower.
And that?
The Empire State Building, but these are buildings from across Earth.
This dimension is a weird combination of mirror and gutter.
Gutter. You mean, like this is all junk getting washed down a drain?
Yeah. Except that it's time junk, time drain, temporal echoes.
Is that why the sun's weird then?
It's not the sun. It used to be a boogeyman, I think. A thing that watched my people in our dreams. Honestly, it's been so long that it's impossible to remember all the details right, even if history hasn't been an absolute mess at the end of time. But we need to leave this place.
And we will. But we need to find the doctor first.
True, if we're here, he would be here too. But I'm not sure where. Okay, here's the plan. We find a place, a landmark you'd think he'd aim for.
Somewhere he'd be heading to get his bearings that we could aim for too.
Mm-hmm.
There. That building.
What? The Buttercross? It's tiny.
Exactly. It's small and nondescript, and the doctor would probably think it's more important than 1,000 Empire State Buildings.
You know what? I really like the way you think, Julia Breslin. Come on.
Come on, this way.
You're going towards a small building.
It's a buttercross.
It is not made of butter.
Perhaps that illogic is just another reason why I love humans.
That illogic is a reason I would find to dislike them. Yes, I do believe I dislike Earth and her people a great deal.
Indeed. You know, there's not many of my friends who would say that.
Only because you won't tolerate anyone messing with your favorite planet. Oh, that's it. I remember now. I remember.
Good grief.
Ah, spoken like the man I used to know.
Oh, well, you've lost that terrible beard then.
I don't know. I rather suspect I would look good with a beard in this body. You don't agree?
Can't say I do.
Well, you never did have much taste.
Are you behind our recent dimensional troubles then? Hardly seems your style.
Oh, you'd be surprised. But no, this unfortunate experience, well, it's a remnant of a prior plan, but one I hitched a ride on rather than led the charge on. I was simply a guest.
Why does that not sound convincing?
My dear doctor, I'm telling you the truth. I was caught up in a mess that broke dimensions. You meeting your hapless other self was a sad consequence of a mess that you've yet to experience, but hardly intentional.
You don't expect me to believe that, surely?
Believe what you want. The truth, unfortunately, cares little for what either of us believe. Just because you've yet to experience the effects doesn't mean the cause isn't waiting. A great cosmic mess waiting for you to resolve it.
Then I suppose you're going to say that you don't want to kill me.
It's hardly the time for that at the present moment, wouldn't you agree? We've bigger fish to fry, as it were, trapped here under the gaze of that relentless black eye.
We're both as trapped as the other. You must realise that.
I rather think that's my point. It's time for you to do your duty, Doctor, however tedious it may be. Save the universe, become king of time, go after that irritating black object in the sky. Whatever you think is necessary. Get us out of this mess, old friend. Then we can get back to our game properly.
Game? Game, is it? Tiddlywinks, or are we thinking around a gin rummy?
Doctor!
Stay back, both of you. If you want out of this world, you have to promise that you won't hurt them.
I promise nothing, Doctor. And you are in a position to do nothing should I decide to kill your human. But you're in luck. The circumstances of our being here prevent me from being able to hurt any of you. Time is on your side, much as it's on any of ours here.
What if it is in and what is actually going on here?
This woman's an old friend of ours.
Oh? Oh! You
caught on faster than he did.
There are certain things this body is decent at. Spotting you seems to be one of them.
Who is she?
Call me Rossette, Miss Breslin. I'm an old friend of the Doctor's, in the comic book sense of being one of that breed of old friend that's a member of his own race who's tried to kill him multiple times.
Do you want me to kill her?
As much as that's tempting, I fear that we'll need all three of us to get out of here.
What do you have in mind?
We have to go home, but to escape this place and that thing, we'll need to work together, make psychic contact, and force the Black Eye to capitulate and send us home.
Take on the boogeyman, you mean?
There's no other way. It has the power to send us back to our own realities if we can make it agree.
So your answer to our predicament is to engage in a battle of mental wills with an ancient power that has been the bane of our people for an eternity and make it send us home?
Yes.
You're insane.
I love this plan.
You're more insane.
Yep.
But without your help, our chances of success are slimmer.
I am reminded why I keep trying to kill you, but fine, if this is the only way for us to get out.
Well, it's the only surefire way, unless you want to spend the next century building a dimensional portal generator from rubbish.
Speaking as the token human on this team, no.
Speaking of someone who deleted her entire repertoire of improvised engineering when she regenerated, also no.
Spoil sports, the pair of you.
Then we have our plan. Contact.
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 Right. Well, I'll just wait here then, shall I?
Well, this seems about what I expected.
Is it? It looks a bit like a blank nothing to me.
Well, what were you expecting?
LSD. Lots of LSD.
Ah. Well, I don't believe there's any LSD here.
More's the pity. So, where is this thing?
We're making mental contact with the Black Eye,
Which is why I expected LSD.
which means it's already here. We just need for it to
Show up.
If you insist.
Who said that?
You know. You are the ones who came here.
Take it you're the big black eye thing.
If that's the name you choose to give me.
Your name doesn't matter. We need you to send us home.
Why should I?
Because it would expedite our departure from your realm. You don't want us here. We are your natural enemies. So if you send us away, we'll be gone, and you don't have to put up with us being here.
Wait, your grand plan is telling it that we're its enemies, so it should get rid of us.
Your companion makes a valid point. What is there to stop me from destroying you instead?
You do that and you break time, which, stop me if I'm wrong, would destroy you as much as it would destroy us.
You get the detritus of time here. I imagine time breaks. That detritus gets worse.
Your world gets covered in rubbish faster than you can say wibble.
Wibble.
They're idiots.
So I have noticed. but they make a valid point. Time requires that you all return to your own allotted times and places.
Oh, merit.
But there will be a cost.
Okay, not merit. Scrap the merit.
This cost will be exacted another time.
Could you not extract the cost straight away and get it over with?
But Doctor, where would be the fun in that?
Oh. Well, that's not ominous at all.
What happened?
Well, we might have accidentally made a deal with an ancient demon of Gallifrey's mythology.
Oh. Is that all?
That's definitely a portal.
Does it lead home?
We shall see, won't we? Until we meet again, Doctor.
Hopefully not too soon.
We shall see.
Should we worry about that?
I mean, probably. I wouldn't be spending too much time thinking about it, though. Focus on other things, like the demon.
You're not helping.
No, probably not. Sorry. Right. Well. Nice to meet another one of me. A parallel one, anyway. You're not half bad at this lark.
Neither are you. I must say it's been good to meet you. I hope you won't mind if I don't want to repeat this.
Nah, I hate repeats. Unless it's keeping up appearances. Love a repeat of that.
I'm more into Blark and Son.
He's in the goddamn walls.
Quite.
I'm going to pretend that I understood all of that. So, who's the first to go?
Toss a coin for it.
Nah. How about I just go?
Oh.
So, will this take us home?
It should do. This entity is many things, but it has little use for lies.
Okay. As long as you're sure. I trust you. She wasn't bad, you know.
You could have gone with her, Miss Breslin.
Nah. You'd be lost without me.
Well, let us hope we don't find that out for a very long time.